A tigress died while giving birth to a cub, and the cub was brought up by goats. Of course, the tiger believed himself to be a goat also. It was simple, natural, brought up by goats, living with goats, he believed that he was a goat. He remained a vegetarian, eating and chewing grass. He had no conception. Not even in his dreams could he dream that he was a tiger, but he was a tiger. Then one day it happened that an old tiger came across this herd of goats, and that old tiger could not believe his eyes. A young tiger was walking amidst the goats. Neither were the goats afraid of the tiger, nor were they aware that the tiger was walking amongst them. The tiger was also walking like a goat. The old tiger somehow got hold of the young tiger. He escaped, he tried, he cried, he screamed. He was afraid, he was shivering with fear. All the goats escaped, and he was also trying to escape with them, but the old tiger got hold of him and pulled him towards the lake. He would not go and resisted. He was scared to death, crying and weeping, but the old tiger wouldn't allow him to escape. The old tiger still pulled him and took him to the lake. The lake was silent like a mirror. He forced the young tiger to look into the water. He saw, with tearful eyes, the vision was not clear, but the vision was there, that he looked just like the old tiger. Tears disappeared and a new sense of being arose. The goat started disappearing from the mind. He was no more a goat, but he could not believe his own enlightenment. Still the body was shivering a little, he was afraid. He was thinking, maybe I am imagining this. How can a goat turn so suddenly into a tiger? It is not possible. It never happens that way. He could not believe his own eyes, but now the first spark, the first ray of light had entered his being. He was no more the same really. He could never be the same again. The old tiger took him to his cave. Now he was not so resistant, not so reluctant, not so afraid. By and by he was getting bold, gathering courage. He started walking like a tiger as he went to the cave. The old tiger gave him some meat to eat. It is difficult for a vegetarian, almost impossible, nauseating, but the old tiger would not listen. He forced him to eat. When the nose of the young tiger came near the meat, something happened. From the smell, something deep in his being which had been fast asleep was awakened. He was pulled, attracted towards the meat, and he started eating. Once he tasted the meat, a roar burst through his being. The goat disappeared in that roar, and the tiger was there in his beauty and splendor. This is the whole process, of realizing and where an old tiger is needed to show the way. The old tiger is here, and we try to dodge, this way and that, it is not possible. You are reluctant, you are difficult to bring to the lake. You have been eating grass your whole life. You have completely forgotten the smell of meat. Once the taste is there, the roar will burst out. In that explosion the goat will disappear, and a Buddha will be born. That process will change your whole life and bring you to enlightenment and to who you really are. If you liked this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for new content.